massive financial boom is confirmed right now, and your next level of success is so visible that it is causing total panic and regret among those who doubted you. Your intuition knew this was coming. Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The energy here is vibrating with financial opportunity and commanding power. And right now, the word coming through is win. I'm also hearing that your victory is the silence of their envy. Now let's find out what other messages are coming through. So starting off, something to do with you or they ghosting someone, something. I'm just feeling like someone was ghosted, something to do with a disappearing act of some kind. Someone was left hanging. Someone was ignored. There's some sort of like abrupt silence. So almost like a cold call is what I heard. Something to do with someone friend zoning someone. Maybe it was like a platonic trap. Maybe this was like a connection that was kind of like flourishing a bit, but then kind of like hit a standstill. Things weren't reciprocated. Feelings weren't reciprocated. Kind of just stuck being friends. Kind of like in limbo, romantically. Almost like they just kind of wanted to just be buddy-buddy. Maybe I heard friends with benefits. I'm hearing also they just wanted to, or maybe they only saw you as a sibling or you as like a close family member or something like that. Someone just felt like friend-zoned. Felt like they couldn't level up in the relationship is what I'm hearing. But nonetheless, despite all of that happening in the background, someone here was able to level up despite them being friend-zoned. It's almost like this Three of Cups energy is like finally this person is able to find the support group that they're looking for, find the friendships they're looking for, the community. They're being very supportive and supported as they kind of reflect and invest on their next steps forward. Someone's doing a lot of research, someone's doing a lot of investigation into their future, and they're doing it with a lot of action, a lot of pursuit and drive, and it's very intense. It's almost like after this friend zone situation happened, after this ghosting happened, it's like someone here has just went full throttle into their dreams and aspirations. Like they're no longer thinking about the relationship that could have been or they could have had. They're now just focused on, I heard, getting the bag, getting their future together, getting their dreams together, fulfilling their dreams and aspirations. And the Queen of Pentacles, wow. While this person is ghosting you, someone in the background, friend zoning them, you're leveling up. It feels like maybe for some of you, this is someone you know, but for some of you, this is an experience that you're enduring right now is what I'm hearing. I'm getting a lot of mixed energy of like, this is like a cross watcher watching into the situation. Maybe it's this friend-zoned person watching in and watching you, watching someone that they friend-zoned level up is what I'm hearing. Queen of Pentacles also is just showcasing that abundance. So like whoever is kind of just working towards their future, working towards their abundance, it's coming in and it's coming in really hot is what I'm hearing. And this person who was in this friend-zoned energy, like friend-zoning people around you, or perhaps you are the person being friend-zoned, they're kind of like twisted in their energy. So much so that it almost feels like they're not put together. It's like they think, oh, like we could still be together, we can still make this work, but it's like maybe you want more, maybe someone wants more than that. And it almost feels like, I don't know, with this barista backwards, it almost gives me like this drunk love. Like it feels almost like very twisted, very like this person doesn't have their self together when it comes to relationships. Like they think that maybe a relationship is just good, but just two people living together and just, mingling here and there, but not really having full commitment is kind of like what I heard too. And yeah, it just seems to be that there's some sort of like restlessness, some sort of caffeine crash, some sort of paranoia. Maybe this person feels like they kind of messed up, like, oh, if they don't have you in their grasp, then maybe you're gonna run off and like do something that is gonna elevate your success, and then they're gonna feel like regretful, like they should have kept you under wraps, is kind of what I'm feeling there too. But nonetheless, it's almost like kind of just like you or the person that you're watching go through this, or the person who's cross-watching into this situation, it feels very much like you are watching this person, or you are experiencing some sort of like unification of your frequency, or a frequency, shadow, light, and being the embodiment of that as well. Someone is definitely kind of like going within and almost like connecting with their inner being, inner self, inner truth. They're reading up on old texts. They're kind of like obsessing over it. They're kind of cringing. They're being sentimental, but they're also learning lessons from it too. So this might be, you know, if this resonates with you, perhaps you've gone through those text messages. Perhaps you've like felt satisfied in knowing that it's like this was good while it lasted, but you're protecting yourself with the responsibility and knowing that, hey, you have to move forward, is what I'm hearing with that energy too. But nonetheless, like, you are coming up as the star. Someone is coming up as the star here with that Aquarius energy. And it's almost like there's some sort of hope, renewal, inspiration, faith. Dreams are happening. Miracles are happening. It very much feels like something to do with someone who got friend-zoned, got ghosted, and they're just finally able to reinvent themselves because this relationship just did a 180 on them. And oh, you know, it almost feels like this person was also like leveling up slowly over time, but this person that they were in a relationship just didn't like give them the time, didn't give them the chance to get their ducks in a row, is what I'm hearing too. It also feels like they have a good support group. So this individual has a good support group, but they just didn't have that with the person that they were in a relationship with. And so as they're pursuing their dreams and aspirations, it's almost as though their partner didn't see them or their worth in what they were trying to pursue. And only until this person finally reached success did they realize that this person was friend-zoning them the whole time. And it was sort of like a feeling of that trap finally came through with this expression of just like finally kind of coming to terms with it. And it's kind of almost like bittersweet, because while you are finding victory and success in your career and your endeavors, this person is finally happy with you, but only in the sense of knowing that they have someone of value, but they didn't value you when you were still building up your pentacles with that Seven of Pentacles. You were still being patient, you were still investing and kind of recuperating from perhaps previous losses of the past that you've grown from. And now this person just feels like they just want to come back in your good graces because of all the success that you have now. It also feels like because you are winning, it created some sort of remorse or regret in their head. But now you're kind of just like untouchable, you know? You're kind of like in that phase of like, you know that they're panicking because of that regret, because of the doubt that they had towards you. But your intuition knew that your abundance was coming because you were making those investments. It also feels like you knew you were on a cusp of a win or financial breakthrough of some kind, and that your financial status was being elevated beyond reach. And it kind of created them to have that rippling effect of regret. I'm also hearing that there's something to do with you being able to celebrate, like, your ability to dominate in your field is what I'm hearing, and also succeed in it. It's almost like you were burning the midnight oil, and while you were doing that, you were also being sentimental of the past, of relationships that you lost while you were pursuing your dreams and aspirations. But it kind of like, I'm almost hearing that things kind of like, I don't know why I got the word glazed over, but it kind of just like, almost like a frosting on a cake kind of thing, where it's like, things were not so well for a long time, but eventually you were able to put the frosting on the cake, you know, and truly make it something beautiful, is what I'm hearing. It also feels like, because of that hope that you've had for so long, you're finally having like your dreams almost like become reality in so many different ways that you didn't quite know from the beginning, is what I'm hearing. And for the cross watchers, it also feels like you're just watching in and you're kind of looking in. And also, it really feels like there's some cross watchers that were the person friend zoning as well, which is interesting. Or they have a friend that got friend zoned and gone through this experience. It's like a lot of different energies I'm hearing and feeling with that. So it doesn't feel like it's just a you kind of thing. It feels like people are watching in, people who have ghosted you, people who have left you behind is what I'm hearing. But they're very regretful now too. But yeah, with this energy, it feels like you're just elevating and they're regretting it. And there's like a nice knowing as you traverse forward and move forward that you are able to accomplish all it is that you wished to accomplish. And many more things are coming in too, I'm feeling too. But it's also feeling like there's going to be a bit of tug of war because there's going to be some people coming in that you don't really want to reignite a relationship with. And it's really up to you to decide how you want to traverse forward in that energy, because that's going to happen as you become more successful, as you kind of find more discipline and get more like routined in your efforts. Like there's going to be a lot of distractions coming your way, so there's going to be a need to kind of like not necessarily run away, but to kind of be more decisive and kind of have like a defensive stance and protect what it is that you've acquired, is what I heard too. So yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.